Today we're doing the song You've Already Won, and we'll discuss various interpretations, and I'll choose one in particular that I'm going to do, but mine is not um, the quote right one, and there's probably some better than mine. So anyway, the first line is there's peace that outlasts darkness, hope that's in the blood. Okay, so I'm not going to do the word there. I'm just going to leave that out. So peace, and I'm not going to do the word that either. So there's peace that outlasts darkness. So I'm going to do peace outlasts darkness. And for outlast, and I've watched several videos on on YouTube to see what other people are doing, and some do just continue for outlast, but I've decided to do continue over rather than just continue, because peace, continue, darkness, I'm not sure that I like that as much as peace continues over darkness. You could do peace conquers darkness if you wanted to. So there's lots of possibilities here. So peace, I'm doing continues over darkness. Okay. And then hope that's in the blood. We have hope. You could do that if you wanted to. I'll probably leave that out. In the blood. The blood. There's future grace that's mine today. Again, I'm going to leave out the there. But we'll do future grace. I'll leave out that also. Mine today. This is the sign for now. And if you do it twice, that's today. Another option for today is now day. This is definitely easier, takes less time than now day. So if you do it twice, if you do now twice, that's today. So, so future grace that's mine today. That, I'm leaving that out again. Jesus Christ has won. Okay. So I can face tomorrow, for tomorrow's in your hands. I'm leaving out the so. So you could do I like this, or you could do it like that. So I can. For face, of course you don't want to do face like that, and this meet is really like two people meeting, and you're meeting tomorrow, and so what I've seen some do is this, and I like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I can face tomorrow. Remember, this is future, and tomorrow you're using your A hand, and you're taking that thumb a little bit into the future. So that's tomorrow, just a little bit. Yesterday is to take a Y and go backwards. Okay, so that's tomorrow. For tomorrow's in your hands. And you could do for tomorrow, but I'm going to do because it's really, I can face tomorrow because tomorrow's in your hands. And so I like that better than the for. So because tomorrow's, and probably what I'll do is in your hands. It would also be great to do tomorrow's in your control. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and do your hands, because I know that's what the deaf man at our church will automatically do, and so I'll do what he would prefer. The next line is, all I need you will provide, just like you always have. So all I need you you can do the will or not do the will. Will is just a little bit, future is farther out, but will is just a little bit in the future. You will provide, same thing as give, provide or give. For just like, let's talk about that for a minute. So I'm going to do exactly the same. So just like you always have, exactly the same you always have. So I think we've had the sign for perfect before. This is a K, those are P's. And if you take your P's and go around and then perfectly touch your middle fingers, that's perfect. Perfect. So to do just or exactly, and this just would not be like just as in justice, it would be just as in exactly. So there are a couple different ways you can do it. I've seen it with F's like that. I don't really like that because that looks too much like fix. So, and then I've seen exactly with X's where you touch the X's exactly right. Or you can do it with your fingers like this. Instead of the X, you can actually do that. And it's kind of the same movement as perfect. It's exactly, you have to do it exactly touching right. You can't mess up and miss. It's just like perfect. You got to do it perfectly and touch your middle fingers. You don't want to, you don't want to miss. Perfect, just, or exact. Okay. And then you could do this for the same or like, or you can do this. This seems to become more common. When I first started, this was more common for just saying as that or like that, and now I'm seeing this more. Okay, so just the same or exactly the same as you always. For have, I'm going to do, and this I want to clarify. So there's a sign for have like this, but that sign means you have something, like I have a book, you have it, okay? And then there's a helping verb have, like you have done it, and this is not that, okay? There is a sign for the helping verb have, but it's used more in signed English, and I'm trying to avoid doing too much in the way of signed English. So what it means is just like you always have done it before. So have is the helping verb for the understood done in this sentence. So what I'm going to do is exactly like you always done, and I'm leaving off the have, done before. Okay, so this is in the past. So, it's exactly the same as you have done in the past. And so that's what I'm going to sign. I saw somebody sign, you always have. And it's like, no, it's not that kind of have. So anyway, so all I need, you will, that's optional, provide exactly the same as you always have done in the past. Okay? How are we doing here? We're halfway. Okay, so I'm fighting a battle you've already won. So I'm fighting. This is hard that you don't want to hurt yourself. So you try to miss. So I'm fighting a battle you've already or finished won. No matter what comes my way, no matter, you can do the what, or you can leave that out, what. For comes my way, I'm going to do happens, happens. So no matter what happens, I will overcome. You can leave off the will if you want, overcome. Don't know what you're doing, don't know what you're doing. But I know, and you can leave off the I know what you've done. Now, again, I'm going to do done in the past. What you've done. I'm fighting a battle you've already won. Okay? There's mercy in the waiting. So again, I'm going to skip the there or the there. Mercy, mercy in the waiting. Manna, we'll just do food for today. And, I'll probably leave off and. When, remember our timeline, and that's when it is. When it's gone or finished, when it's finished, I know you're not. You are, leave off the R, my hope and stay. Stay. When the sea is raging, when the sea is water, waves. So when the sea is raging, your spirit is my help. He'll fix my eyes on Jesus Christ. I'll say that this is going to be truly, truly good, or well, good. Oh, I know that it's truly good. It is good. It is well. Okay, then we repeat the chorus, which we won't go over that again. Okay, and then it says, I know how the story ends. So, I know how. Story is a new one for us, I believe. So, you do this, and then you do this. Story ends. So, this is like you're going off the end. So, and you could leave off the I, you could leave off the how if you wanted to. I know how the story ends. We will be with you again. We, future, be, and you can leave that off, with you again. So you could just say we, with you again. Okay. So the will and the be are both optional. You can put in both. You can put in one of them or leave them both out. So we with you again. You could just say that. You're my savior, my defense. You're my save person, my defense. No more fear in life or death. No or none more fear in life or death. I know how the story ends. Anyway, that repeats 3 times before it says, again, I know how the story ends. And then it goes through the chorus again. Okay, so that's all the signs. And so now we'll go to music.